So, talking about the book A Long Walk to Water, regarding chapter 15, we can say that the story is narrated in third person regarding the part of Naya. Well, the third person in this part is the author, and the central idea of it is to expose that the unexpected solution to Naya's large walks to find water is around the corner. So here it talks about the story of Naya, an 11-year-old girl who had incredible endurance to develop long journeys to gather water for the nearest pond, hours far away from Naya's village. So, meaning this pond is very, very far away from Naya's village, and Naya had to make incredible long journeys to gather water for her and for the benefit of her family. So, and if things weren't bad enough, the war between the Dinka and North tribes have increased the risks of those long walks. Well, the Dinka and the North tribes have been in a bloody fight since years ago. For luck of her, some men have been in the village some days before, working in the creation of the water wall that will facilitate the access to water for the villagers. But first, before the water is clean enough and safe enough to be consumed, a whole process must be done. Because at the first try, the water well showed very dirty water, which was not beneficial to Naya's village. So meanwhile, Naya must remain strong, brave, and resistant to the hard conditions of southern Sudan in 2008 and continue providing water for her family while the water well is constructed. Yet another walk to the water plant. Now let's talk about Salva. Salva is another Sudanese kid who belongs to the Dinka tribe, else from Naya who belongs to the North tribe, and as already mentioned, these two tribes were in a constant bloody fight since years ago. So Salva received the nickname with other Sudanese kids as the Lost Boys. This is the way the American people knew Salva and other people from southern Sudan in 1985 who lost their homes and families before reaching the refugee camp, which would later provide them the opportunity of a better future in Rochester, New York. In this chapter, it talks about the travel of Salva from Nairobi, Kenya to Rochester, New York in 1996, 11 years later from when the story began, when Salva was an 11-year-old boy. So in this part, the American country, everything looked nice to Salva. Everything was a paradise, until communication became his biggest issue. There were many things in the new step of Salva's life, and most of them reminded him of the distant past with his family in his childhood. But now he had another family, different from his family in his native country.